Hello, let's talk about why Nikon failed, and then we'll talk quickly about the Nikon Z camera and something extremely hilarious information I got from Nikon. Um, Now, if anybody's watched my videos, you'll notice that over 1,000 videos at least, I've said thousands of times, people will confirm this that have seen my videos, that Nikon is an insanely arrogant company. Actually, the only company I know that's worse would be Leica. Of hundreds of people in the industry that I've worked with, and I've worked in 4 camera retailers, I mean large, 2 of which were extremely large, and I also have done camera repair for 20 years, we've all held the same conviction that Nikon is insanely arrogant. They are stuck up as hell, they're prima donnas, they're arrogant as hell. Nikon thinks it could do no wrong. We are Nikon! Whatever we give you, that's it. I've said this thousands of times. People will confirm that fact. Now, I have Nikon permanently tattooed on my hand. I grew up with Nikon. I own no less than, Nikon lenses alone, no less than 350 Nikon lenses. Fact. I've owned every digital Nikon made and many Nikon film cameras, but I don't carry any weight for the company and I don't kiss their ass in any way, shape, or form. If they make a piece of crap, I'll be the first person to say it. In fact, I was on the Z6 and Z7. A lot of Nikon fanboys said, well, you're full of crap, fat tattooed boy. You know, you haven't had your hands on that camera and here you are attacking it. Well, since then, Nikon has had a press junket in New York, and 3 of the top YouTube photography channels that have actually had their hands on it have said the exact same thing I had. Autofocus sucks, single card slot, miserable failure. Interestingly enough, and you might have gotten this email, I got it from Nikon a couple days ago. Other people confirmed to me that they got it also. The email said it was an email telling me to buy the Nikon Z6 and Z7. Here's the exact quote from Nikon in the email that I got from them. The best reason to buy a Nikon Z camera are in your bag right now. Let's repeat that. Talk about bad advertising decision to send that to God knows how many hundreds of thousands of people. The best reasons to buy a Z camera are in your bag right now. Meaning the only goddamn reason to buy a Z camera, according to Nikon, is because you already own a pile of their damn glass. Isn't that kind of funny? The best reason to buy a Z camera is because you already own a lot of our glass, which, you could stick on the adapter. Talk about a bad advertisement for their cameras. These are the best reasons you should buy it, because you already own the glass. In other words, the camera's no damn good, but hey, since you already own the glass, these are the best reasons to buy the camera. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? Pros won't buy the Z cameras because it has no dual card slot. It's just a fact. Professionals, I've had at least 5 card failures. 5. 2 of which were junk cards, so I guess those don't count. 2 of which, yeah. XQD cards, while being physically more durable, are no more reliable than any other card. Redundancy is redundancy. I own hundreds of hard drives, and the best hard drives, like Western Digital Black, they're server-grade hard drives, that's making the same excuse for those as you would like a cheap hard drive. Well, these are the expensive hard drives, so, your dad... The expensive hard drives are no more a safe redundancy than as a cheap-ass hard drive. So the people that are trying to argue that XQD card slots are a good idea because they're more durable, no, they're not. A redundancy is a redundancy. It doesn't matter if it's an SD card or an XQD card. So that BS has to, take that BS and flush it. Amateurs aren't going to buy the camera because it's priced like a professional camera. So you got pros that aren't going to buy it because it doesn't have a dual card slot. It's absolutely no way in hell a professional camera. And amateurs aren't going to buy the goddamn camera because it's priced like a professional camera. We call that a catch-22. I hear that Nikon is making 20,000 of these a month, Z-series cameras at the Sendai factory. I don't know how they're going to get rid of those cameras, because I know they're not going to sell well. Everybody that's using the cameras is reporting that other than a handful of die-hard fanboys, this camera is a 3-year-old camera. Everybody's saying the same thing. Autofocus sucks. I've seen video of the blackout between shots. It's horrific. Now, a lot of people have said stuff like, well, Nikon won't make a pro mirrorless because it's going to cannibalize their DSLR line. Well, superficially logical, that's not the case. Nikon has tons of money and research development wrapped up into these cameras, so Nikon didn't spend the past 2 years and tons of research and development money to come out with a pair of turd muffins, which they have. So, no. A mistake that you all have made, and I've made partially, I have to admit it, is the fact that Nikon just wanted to get their damn foot in the door and get a piece of that money, of the mirrorless pie. Nikon wanted their foot in the door, and we all thought that Nikon was going to go hardcore into mirrorless, and they're going to tackle the market. But it's extremely apparent that Nikon just wanted their foot in the door and wanted some mirrorless action. Obviously, this is their first generation of cameras, but Nikon's been hyping this crap for ages. This is their 100th birthday. Well, it's the end of their 101st birthday, which was like a month ago. But people have been waiting a long time for this, and Nikon hyped it hard, and they came out with a pair of turd muffins. That email that I got from them was absolutely ludicrous. A lot of other people confirmed that they got as well. Nikon knows damn well that Canon and Nikon still own 100% of the hardcore sports, action, and wildlife and photojournalism industry. From Nikon's perspective, why should they be worried? They have billions of dollars in glass factories across China and Thailand and Japan. Same thing for camera manufacture. Nikon, emphatically, along with Canon, own 100% of the goddamn hardcore sports, action, wildlife, and photojournalism industry. They do. From their perspective, they're still like IBM in the late 1980s. We are IBM. We are God. Nikon has always been an insanely, horrifically arrogant company that does not listen to its customers. Here's the really awful shit that Nikon did. Nikon saw, listen closely, okay? Nikon saw everybody shitting all over Sony for crap battery life and single card slots for the past 4 years. So what the F does Nikon do? They make the same effing mistake that Sony made. Well, Sony's made a lot more mistakes than that. Crap build quality, poor customer service, shit ergonomics, crap menus. But Nikon did the same thing that everybody's been bitching and saying. How horrible is it for Nikon to do something like that after they've seen Sony being attacked for that for the past 3+ years? So pros aren't going to buy the cameras. Amateurs aren't going to buy it because they're priced like professional cameras. So there's the perfect catch-22. Pros don't want it because it's not a pro camera. Amateurs don't want it because it's priced like a pro camera. Congratulations, Nikon. You just created an answer to a question that nobody was asking. Nikon did fail, but I have been telling everybody for thousands of videos that Nikon is insanely arrogant. Insanely arrogant. Nikon is like the top schmucks at IBM in the mid-1980s. We are IBM, we are God. Shut the hell up. Whatever we make, you're going to buy it because we are IBM. Yeah, IBM nearly went into bankruptcy with that sort of corporate mentality, and Nikon is headed in the same direction. Congratulations, Nikon. Your asshole, excuse me, your arrogant nature as a company is finally catching up to you. Your chickens have come home to roost.